what's up? So in this video, I have updated all of my Atlas farming strategies. So I'll just quickly go through. I did not update every single one because I do not have time. So I will only be doing those that I will be farming for. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Let's get started. The first one will be our league start Atlas progression. Alright, since the start of last league, this has proven to be the best or one of the best ways to actually progress your Atlas, which is to use the wandering path. Okay, so yeah, as usual, there are various links over here to show you like the different checkpoints, how you should progress, where you should progress, what you should take, and how you should note up to. Okay, so yes, this is the first checkpoint. Basically, you want to hit your way as fast as possible to wandering path. Okay, why is this so? It's because the notable Atlas passive skill grants nothing, but there is a 100% increase effect of small Atlas passive skills, which makes it so that every single small nodes of this, like the higher map tier chance, is going to give you double the amount. Okay, so by doing this, right, your chance of getting a next tier map or sustaining maps or even like getting way more maps has increased a lot. Okay, and not to mention that because you are taking this half moon circle over here, which has keyword mission chance, you're gonna get 8% chance to grant additional keyword mission on map completion. Okay, this is very big. Okay, this is very big. I'm actually thinking of taking the rest also because you will actually eventually get stuck somewhere and you know you need to sell your maps, go back to Kirab to check your missions and his shop, and vendor like 3 maps to try and get another map and stuff like that. And Kirab just solves everything because Kirab will always try to prioritize maps that you have not done before, especially in the early stages. Alright, the later stages is a little bit of RNG because you need a rare plus corrupted. Not so much, but by then you should be more or less completed already, right? So yes, first of all is to rush to wandering path. Okay, and secondly is to get more map sustain. Okay, more map sustain. Over here you can see what we pretty much do is take here the left side of shaping the skies and shaping the mountains, because that way we will have 100% chance to have maps that are found 1 tier higher, and we're gonna take all of these small nodes over here, right? The reason is because by taking all of these small nodes, you have 100% chance for one of the monsters, right? I don't know which monster, obviously it's randomly, but by usually 90% of the monsters that you clear, you should get a map ready, and it drops a connected map. Okay, it drops a connected map, which means, right, it is very easy to progress the Atlas. Okay, so just bear in mind, this is like the main thing to why we are taking wandering path, right? And afterwards, I will just take the full quant circle because it's going to give us more quantity, right, in our maps. And over here, that there's something that I might want to try. Okay, I might want to try, and that is basically I would actually like to take this. Okay, which is gonna give us 14% chance for Q-up mission. There is honestly nothing else I can take for Q-up other than here. There's an additional pack size, but I think this is actually more important. This I would have to test it out. But yeah, over here you can actually choose to take 3 more points to actually get this. Then you have 14% chance for Q-up missions, and this is really very good. Okay, imagine every maybe every 9 maps, yeah, every 9 or 10 maps you should get at least 1 Q-up mission. So it's really good. Okay, it's really good. If you're lucky enough, you will get more, right? Okay, and at checkpoint number 4, basically you just take stream of consciousness, because like why not, right? We are not even going to use any fragments, right? So when you have more contents, you have more chance to progress your Atlas, more currencies to keep up with the tempo, and yeah, just basically more monsters for you to kill and progress, right? And afterwards, right, afterwards from here onwards, you can take anything you want. Okay, you can take anything you want, but from my experience, right, I think hobby and shrines are the way to go. Okay, so I'm gonna click hobby first. So the reason why Harbinger is pretty obvious. Harbinger basically gives you alchemy orbs. What is that? The orb of horizons and orb of binding, right? These three are like your staple sources of currency to actually progress your atlas, right? You need to rare your maps. You need to use the orb of horizon to change the maps, and it's gonna help you progress much easier. Plus, I don't know, who knows, you might get lucky and get a fracturing shard, exalted shard, stuff like that. They are just good staple currencies for you to progress on. Okay, so Harbinger, and next will be shrines. So why shrines? Shrines is very obvious as well. When you progress further and further deeper into the atlas, you start to see the monsters getting harder and harder. And I mean like tougher, they are dealing more damage, and sometimes you might just get exploded for no reason, right? So shrines is there to give you more monsters, as well as it is going to help you progress your maps much easier when you get like accelerating shrine and any others that can help you kill faster as well. Okay, and over here, after shrines, I would take Searing Exarch. Okay, just this will do. Just this will do. Okay, the reason is really very simple. By then, right, by this point, you should actually encounter Searing Exarch already, and we want to start having more monsters as well, and pick up some currencies from the altars, which is really good along the way, even though you won't get Searing Exarch in every single map, but start picking up the pace, because at that point of time you probably need a little bit of currency to adjust the tempo. Okay, so Searing Exarch, and right after that, guys, you can add anything you want. Okay, league mechanic wise, if you feel that your build is not going to scale really well, then I suggest you go for Blight, because it's basically tower defense gaming. You do not need to scale a build at all. You don't need a good weapon, good build, whatever. Just go into map, see Blight, and play tower defense, and the rewards are good. Okay, I guarantee you the rewards are good. I've tried this last league and it's so fantastic. Like, they drop maps, they drop currencies, they drop oils, and oils are pretty expensive at the start. Okay, then there's just way too much things. Like, there's essence as well. With ultimatum introduced, I'm not sure what Blight rewards have for that. But we'll see. And for those of you that are playing like meta builds, right? We probably explosive arrow EA. Vortex kind of got nerfed, so I'm not sure what else. Toxic Rain. You want the best currency at league start? Just go for Expedition. Okay, this is without a doubt the best making currency making strategy at league start. Okay, it's always and will always be Expedition, like no matter what. Okay, it's just very simple. Whether or not you're gonna reroll the currency vendor or you're gonna sell it, it's just too good at league start. One logbook can easily cost you like what, 40 to 50 C? Just a single logbook, right? When you keep doing maps repetitively, like over and over again, you're gonna get multiple logbooks, and this can easily give you a few divines. Right, not to mention the refresh currencies, refresh vendor currencies are expensive as well. And for those of you that are just lazy, like you just want to do it quickly, fast, have decent amount of currencies, just play highs. Okay, just do highs. But the downside of highs is that you are not getting monsters, so the amount of maps that you're getting compared to other link mechanics are much lesser. Okay, they are way much lesser, but come on, it's easy money, alright? You see the catch. And monsters do drop contracts as well. When you get deception contracts, that's your money. I think one can easily sell like 8C or 10C at league start easily. Yeah, so pick it up, sell in bulk every end of the day or every end of your farming when you are deciding to take a break, and just move on. It's really very simple. Okay. All the other notes are over here. Alright, do take note. And the next one I will be talking about is the low budget strategy. Alright, so for a low budget strategy is pretty much very straightforward. You have just completed your atlas. alright, you want something that is more sustainable. Okay, map sustain is honestly even hard at low budget because you don't have your favorite maps yet. But the idea is to keep farming specifically, okay? And the whole focus right here is basically just searing exhaust shelters, okay? Yes, you can get stuck from maps. You definitely will not get the same favorite map over and over again. But as you progress on, you'll get a lot of staple currencies, and that's what saving exhaust is for. One league content is basically whichever mechanic that you want to try, and side contents is like stuff like harbinger, shrines, strongbox, so on and so forth. Okay, so it is very straightforward. There's actually a basic skill tree right here, and one with shrine and hobby. If you are using my previous strategy to progress, you can continue on using shrine and hobby, but of course you need to respect your endless skill tree because you are using wandering path. Once you have completed your endless maps, you probably don't need wandering path anymore. Okay, but then again, you can continue to farm with the wandering path. Okay, it is not wrong, it is still fine and okay. Okay, but yeah, if you find that you are actually more powerful and you like to speed things up faster, respect your LSQ tree, and this is the way to go. Okay, so I have some examples here. Expedition, Blight, Legion. This ultimatum is something new, alright? So, one thing is for sure that I have to tell you guys is you cannot do Wandering Path with ultimatum, okay? That's the very sad part about it. Yeah, because I realized that the nodes are actually very important. Okay, the nodes are really very important, so we cannot afford to give up the notable passive. So stuff like that, okay, maybe stuff like this is still okay if you were to give up, like, because you want the chance to encounter this type of ultimatum. Killing waves of enemy is the fastest and easiest, right? For those of you that have played ultimatum before, you probably know this. And the next best is probably protect the altar, because you just have to kill them, right? The next one is requiring you to survive. This is okay as well. So the next one, I would just suggest to choose one of them, right? But we'll see how it goes. And this one is important because in Square Ultimatum you have full chance. And your ultimatum rewards in maps have 50% increased chance to be currency items. You want as many staple currencies as you can. The last one is the ultimatum boss that drops random catalyst. I think that catalyst might be expensive this league. That's why, because of the change in metamorph, bye bye metamorph, welcome ultimatum. Catalyst might be a bit expensive this league. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I am not a economy prophet, so yeah. And this is really just very simple. It's very straightforward. There's really nothing much that you need to worry about for this. Alright, and next up is my favorite Harvest. Okay, I am going back to Harvest again this league. Of course, I will try Ultimatum, but all in all, I think I will still head back to Harvest because it's very chillax. It's very easy to do. There is really not much struggle with Harvest. Yes, Harvest is not good at the start, but I am taking this as an investment. Okay, I've always been doing this every single league. Like it's a sort of like a investment strategy where you farm first and you keep all of those yellow life force and you sell it when it's at the peak, right? When it's at the peak where people start gambling for cards, sell them, right? And the purple and blue life force are used to change your delirium orbs and your scarabs, right? This tool is also equally important. That's why I say it's more of an investment. Okay, so let's get started again. So what has been changed in 3.23? Literally nothing. So this is the same. Okay. However, I think that I did not include this tree previously. So let me just go through the basic one first. So for the basic harvest, this is just how it looks like. There is no delirium, nothing whatsoever. Just do the map, go in a circle. If you see harvest, enter, kill, get out, complete the map, rings, repeat. Really very simple. Okay, what you want to do right here is utilizing growing hordes. Okay, so I've put an example right here. Yeah, here we go. So for your map preparation, just remember that you have to transfer them to white. Make sure you keep rare them to at least 20% pack size, okay? And you need to use 2 rusted and 2 polish, right? Polished carrots can be found at 2C each in the early game. Do not be afraid to buy in bulk, okay? Eventually you just profit more from it. And if you want to use all rusted scarabs, your maps have to be 24%, which means you have to consistently keep re-rolling them. And this can be a little bit costly because you will probably need to scour and elk again, right? So each time you scour and elk is about 0.5C. Okay. I've actually did a little bit of maths. The chances of you re-rolling into a 24% is actually quite hard. Okay. Yes, sometimes you get it very easily, but most of the time you can't get it. Especially when you are encountering with when you actually get like a 24% pack size, right? Maps. But the map has actually mods that you cannot do. Okay, that's very frustrating. So I would prefer to just get a police scarab. The core is just to hit 50% pack size so that you get double the life force, right? And of course purchase your life force compass duplicated, sorry, life force duplicated compass. All right, elix start is pretty cheap. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's about 15 to 20 CLA. This is like last league, it has skyrocketed. I think it's even way more than this. Okay, I'm just benchmarking an example. It really depends on the payout of your life force, right? So next one is this compass is optional if you are playing the pure one, the pure strategy, right? And just select increase quality and go, right? It's just really that simple. Okay, what I want to talk about or emphasize next is basically this is what I've been doing like last league as well. So okay, this tree is going to look a little bit weird because first of all there is no side content. Okay, first of all there's no side content. Okay, there's a side content, but it's actually like your tormented spirit. Okay, you can choose to use either tormented spirit, take tormented spirit, or just take more corn. I prefer to take tormented spirit because there will be just 5 packs of monsters that give you like 90% increased corn. That's gonna bump up your map sustainability and get more loots in your map overall. Okay, so I think that this is better. Okay, the downside is of course you get lesser life force, but I think it's fine. I prefer to map sustain my stuff rather than having to keep buying my maps. Right? So yeah, the difference, right, is there is no hobby, there is no shrine, there is no strongbox. I took the delirium here. Okay, I took the delirium here. The reason is really very simple. The reason is just you want your delirium to last as long as you can. Okay, I have tried this out on City Square and it works perfectly fine. You do not need to, okay guys, remember, okay, you do not need to utilize every single corner of your delirium map. Like if it's gone halfway, it's fine. It's fine, okay? Your objective is just to get 1 to 2 delirium orbs minimum per map, and you get simulacrum splinters as well. At the start, right, usually mirror of delirium compass is like 10 to 15 C only. Okay, it's very very cheap. So in 4 maps, I am pretty sure you can get way more than that. Okay, definitely way more than that because simulacrum splinters, let's say each map you get 30. Okay, example 30 or 40. Okay, roughly around there. 4 maps, you are going to get half a simulacrum. Okay, a simulacrum at league start can probably sell about 30 to 40C. I think so. That has been like last league. So I mean, like, it already covers the cost of your compass, right? You can even get more than that. It really depends. So yep. And the additional thing is also here. So you want more delirium orbs to drop, of course. So that's why I'm taking this. Next is this. This is important. Okay, this is important because it helps you with your progress. Killing the boss will give you +1, which means more chance to get delirium orb as well. And we will not be taking over here this harvest. There's no point taking it because at the start usually the colors have no significant difference at all, right? So Yeah, the tree is very straightforward. Just throw in a life force duplicate, mirror of delirium compass, and just go. Right. So for those of you that wants to do Ether of War, I have another tree right here. You can just click in and have a look. Yeah, the difference is not exactly a lot, but instead of taking tormented spirit, I think we can take shrine, which personally I feel is better because it's gonna speed up the your map progression, how fast you kill monsters, and how well you sustain in the delirious map. Okay, so only Ether War is possible with this because of the lack of points in Searing Exarch, so that's why Searing Exarch I took Tormented Spirit. Okay, this is the third farming strategy, and this one has been done last league also. Last league has been just insane with this farming method. Okay, like the core changes why this is so good is literally because the compass where here delirium reward bar feels 100% faster. This has been relatively cheaper lastly, and that's why it make this strategy viable, right? So um I'm not gonna go through in exact details every single part of this. TLDR, basically you just throw in 4 skittering delirium orb. Okay, you don't need to chaser. You need to chaser your maps, all right. To from white until 20%, but do not rare them. Okay, there is no need to rare them. You can just run them on magic. Or even if you want to run them on white is fine, but I think magic is also okay. Just that little bit might have a bit of a difference. And yeah, your focus here is to get to 17 or 18 layers of delirium reward. Now with breach gone, I do not know how much you can be, but even so, 16 to 17 layers is still profit. Okay, it's still crazy profit, right? Like the whole change or the turnaround point for this strategy, as compared to previous ones, is speed is key, right? The faster you do, the more currency you earn, the more scarabs you get, the more you can sell them in bulk. Whereas previously, we try to go for higher layers of reward, like 20, 22, and this takes a lot of time. It's very tiring and it's very painful as well. We can do like 15 to 20 minutes just to get another 3 to 4 layers, but now it's just 5 to 7 minutes. It's really very fast. Okay, so what has changed in 3.23? Remove breach, which means we get 2 less breach, and they added beyond or ambush map mod. Okay, so the beyond nodes on the skill tree is too far. There is really no reason to take it, and even if I wanted to take it, I can't because it's literally on the other side of the other skill tree, and it's just not worth it, right? So I honestly do not know if taking beyond is better than ambush, but ambush will be the safe decision for your map mod device. Okay, more testings are needed, so I will update here. Main profit is like I mentioned, scarabs. Okay, everything else to me is just bonus, right? So Searing Exarch or Ether War, you need to choose this according to your build. Okay, this is very important. If you are, I would say if you are spell based build, go for Searing Exarch. If you are a physical attacker kind of build, go for Ether War. Okay, it's going to be much easier. Side contents. There are many side contents here, so I'll just show you example. Alright, so okay, usually what I'll do is I will take, oops, sorry, for B. Okay, for B, I always play COC, so I will usually take Searing Exarch. So this is how the tree will look like. Basically, just go from the right side, and you just want to cover every single thing else except breach, because we want the third natural breach to spawn. You will get 1 from compass, you'll get 1 from scarabs, you will get 1 naturally, so 3. Okay, next is your strong box. Strong box usually we want to have maximized, so 60% chance to get additional pack of monsters, important. Shrine just to speed up things much faster, and more monsters as well. Hummingbird as well, more monsters. And pack with energy is also another key reason why we are able to do this so fast. Every time you pick up Nico's what's that, voltaic sulfide vein or something like that, right? You will get +1 to maximum elemental resistance, more defense, 35% increased damage. Just it can buff up to like what 105% increased damage. That's nearly double damage. That's so good. Okay, and then you have increased movement speed. It just speed things up really very fast. Right. So, just two note. Yeah, just two note to make things so efficient, like lessen the time by maybe 1.5 times. Why not? Okay, and then going up is just breach, taking shrines, taking Humminger, and then your map sustain. We do not have enough points to take this, so at this by taking all of this except this three, we have 85%. Yeah, 85% chance to get maps to be found 1 tier higher, which gives us more sustainability. Alright, and yeah, the rest is pretty much standard. I don't know what else to say, but yeah. Okay, so these are the things that are required for you to use. Okay, yes, it is a little bit troublesome, but trust me, the setup, right, and the loots that you get are worth the time. Like, it's worthy enough of the time. You're going to get at least one okay, I'm not very confident to say you get about one divine per map, but I would say I'm confident that you'll get close to one divine per map. 0.7, 0.8, right? It really depends on how fast your build can do as well. Okay, so additional note, and of course, trade links to buy the compass and the scarabs, they're all here. Because this is the new league, this is still the old league, I will update them when the new league goes live. Okay, guys, really, this is the whole reason why previously I always just do harvest first. Harvest plus delirium, they are all investment preparation to set up for literally this farming strategy. All the delirium orbs that you've gotten from the previous harvest daily farming, put them into your horticrafting station, change all of them to skittering daily orbs, or you can try whichever is the second or the third most expensive one and sell them. And then by using all the delirium orbs, you are going to get even more currency for this. Okay, and it is not mandatory that you should do 80 or 100%. If you feel your build can't do it, you want to start early, just go for 60%. It is fine. It's completely fine. Okay, I think it is fine, but 80% should be good as well because of Nico. Okay, where is it? Yeah, here, sorry. It is literally just because of this node that makes this strategy so fast and sustainable as well. Right, the rest is just increasing pack size, increasing monsters, just to fill your delirium reward bar. Alright, so the rest, right, I have not updated it, but I guess more or less is similar. I do not have one strictly for ultimatum. I might try, but it really depends. So yeah, if there's any errors over here, please do let me know. I will update them, and I hope you guys have fun farming the new league.